I was out of the three of us, I'm the oldest and I'm the scary kid, right? I'm the kid that my parents get scared. My brother and sister were way more bold than I was. Maybe one was a little bit more sneaky. The other one didn't feel like they need to be sneaky. They was like, yo, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to be myself. Y'all need to adjust. What's up? How you doing? Welcome back to a moment in time with yours truly, Aaron Thomason. I'm super excited that you're with me, but did you give this to three people? Did you put me to work for you? Stop wearing yourself out and talking in your relationships and let the big fella do the work. All right. So now, in a moment in time, I let you into my business a little bit, so I need you to be gentle, but I want us to dive in a little bit deeper about how we can have clarity, breed confidence. And you know that the first question we have to answer is, who are you? All right. When we can get clarity on who we are, then we can go through the next questions, right? Where we are and what we ultimately want to achieve. And we talked about recently what keeps us from being or understanding who we are, or what our most authentic self is: awareness and safety. All right. That's what keeps us from being the fearfully and wonderfully made, the unique being that God created, that keeps us from being that, because we might not be aware of what's good, special, and unique about us, because you just do what you do and it's natural. But then we may be in some environments, or we might be navigating through some trauma that has taught us that it's not okay to just be yourselves. So we need you to be a copy of someone else, so you don't have to keep getting disrespected, talked about, messing with your money. All the different consequences that we've probably seen or felt is why we probably feel like safety is important. All right. So here's what I want us to go through. And I want us to talk through this literally from the lens of myself. And I'm going to put myself out there. I told you I'm going to let you in my business. And so when you see me talking with this level of conviction, it's because I know I was the compliant kid, right? I was out of the three of us, I'm the oldest and I'm the scary kid, right? I'm the kid that my parents get scared. My brother and sister were way more bold than I was. Maybe one was a little bit more sneaky. The other one didn't feel like they need to be sneaky. They was like, yo, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to be myself. Y'all need to adjust. I love all of that about my siblings. But I got to tell you my flaws. I'm the compliant kid. I'm the scary kid, right? So what happens when you're the compliant and you're the scary kid? You're always looking to what are the rules, so then you can follow the rules, because if I follow the rules, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, then that's going to produce the outcome that allows for me to be safe, even though I might not be my most authentic self. I got tons of stories, right? I got tons of stories of that, where I was just trying to figure out the environment. I'm just going to be a tall version of everybody else, but this is what they say do. And since they say do this, then I'm going to get this at the end. And I was disappointed. I remember playing in college. My coach used to make sure we cut all our facial hair off. Our hair had to be low, everything else. And it was a certain way he wanted things to be done, because this was the way. This was how we do it. But then I had teammates that found ways to buck the system to be more authentic to who they were. And I was like, wait a minute, they playing more than me? They didn't get suspended? They not as good as me? Well, we're even at least. What happens? They were authentic and I wasn't. I remember being on jobs, on teams where, hey, this is the rules that everybody said set up. And so I'm trying to go by the rules. They say you do boom, 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 and this is what you get. And I got, felt like a little kid at Christmas, disappointed and heartbroken, because I got a lump of coal at the end of the process, because I followed the rules. But then there were other people that chose to buck the system and not to do things the right way, and they got everything that they wanted. So I had to start taking a step back and thinking like, so if I'm following the rules, and the rules don't produce the outcome that I wanted, And I'm sacrificing my authenticity in the process. But then if I'm being myself, which might go against the rules, and I might not get what the environment says that I'm supposed to get from a reward or a prize perspective, which one do I want? Which one feels better? Which one is more me? So I had to start making a decision. You know something? I got to be who God created me to be. Yeah, we going to say this in church, for all my Christians. Your gift will make room for you. That's good. If you believe the word, that's true. But the question is, have you ever shown up fully in your gift? Fully in your authentic nature? Have you showed up fully in that? Because guess what? Your uniqueness is your gift. It is the gift to the world. It is a gift to your team. It is the gift to your family. It is the gift to those that are around you. But are you showing up in your gift? The two examples I gave, teams and work environments, I wasn't. Absolutely not. And I'm gonna tell you something. I was more mad that I sacrificed what I felt in my heart, my gut, and my spirit I wasn't supposed to for a trinket or a prize or a reward or some result that I wanted out of the environment. I was more upset about the consistent daily sacrifices I was making and it didn't work out, as opposed to the fact that I didn't get the reward. Because I knew I wasn't being me. And guess what? You can be you and not be a jerk. You can be you with wisdom, because I believe that's the formula. Your authentic nature plus wisdom equals positive impact. I'm going to say it again. Your authentic nature coupled with wisdom equals positive impact. But here's what we like to do. We either like to be super deep and super wise, or we like to be, I'm just going to be me and it's just going to be what it is. Nope, this is a season for and, not or. This is an and season. So you can be authentically who you are with wisdom together and get the positive impact that you've always been hoping for. But you got to be bold enough to believe that your gift will make room for you and that you are special enough to get the things that you see here in your head, you feel in your spirit, in your heart, that you can't let go. But the only way you're going to be able to see it and feel it is when you take your authentic nature, put it with wisdom, and it will equal a positive impact when you take the next step. That's all it's going to take. Because the wisdom is going to show you what's the next step in your authentic nature to have the positive impact. It is that simple. And that's what I want us to be able to think through. We talked about before. Safety. We talked about awareness. Are we in the right environments? But I want you to think through. Are you more concerned about the prize, the reward of the environment that it's going to give you, or are you more concerned with being your authentic self? And here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you are your authentic self, your gift will make room for you. You'll get things that surpass what you've seen in your mind if you're truly being who God created you to be. If you combine it with wisdom, your authentic nature, take the next step, you're gonna get the positive impact. The goals that only resided in your mind will then become your reality. So that's all I want you to do. I want you to do for me this week. I want you to think through, who am I? We've already talked about exercises and going and talking to your friends and everything else, right? So who are you? Now I want you to take that and add that with some wisdom so we can then take the next step. And some of you all may need to take the next step because it might be a little uncomfortable, because you might not have been in a space to be authentically you at any other time in your life than right now that you're thinking about it. Do me a favor, put it in the comments or go to the caption in this post that you've seen, go to the website, book the initial consultation, and you and I can start talking through strategies on how you can take the next step that leads to the next step that ultimately brings what's in here and makes it your reality. I'm super, super excited. It's no longer for us to just be assimilating. It's time for us to be bold and stand out. But we can do that with wisdom and our authentic nature, put those together, figure out the next step, and then boom, have the positive impact. The world needs you to show up. Your gift will make room for you when you put those together. I appreciate you, and here's what I need you to remember. Just because you started on this journey to get better, it doesn't mean that you weren't already good. So until next time, I'll see you then.